are for green and M21. Again, we're doing commons, uncommons, rares, and then within each of those, we're going to be sorting by CMC, not alphabetically. So that leaves us with Life Goes On up first, single green for an instant. If you gain 4 life, if a creature died this turn, you gain 8 life instead.
Yeah, so in your life gain decks, you can play... No, don't play that. Do not play this card under any circumstances, please.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, easy F. Easy F on this one. All right, moving on. Portcullis Vine. We've got green mana for a defender, an 0/3, and it has the ability to tap, sacrifice creature with defender, draw a card. This has got like some cool cross synergies with like the green-black morbid stuff and the draw to stuff in blue-green or draw card stuff. Still not very excited about it. Like it feels like
still a D+. That might bump it up from D to D+. Yeah.
It feels like a lot of the what green is doing in this set, or what the designers did. It feels like they went, you know what would be cool? Oh look, this interacts with this, and this interacts with this. But they never bothered to think about if it was good or not.
like on its own. Like is this good on its own? And it's
or even the synergy. Like, you know.
Green is so bizarre to me in this set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we giving this like a D?
I'm going D+, yeah.
All right, nice.
All right, Ranger's Guile. This is the other protection trick we've been alluding to. Single red for an instant. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof until end of turn.
Okay, so this is on the upper end of the spectrum, right? This is like Ranger's Guile is generally pretty good. It protects you from the whole like play my big thing and they bounce it, or they kill my thing for 2 mana or whatever. Still just a combat trick or like a protection spell. It's still nothing special.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. It's good. You can play it. It's like a C- or a C.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start C- probably.
I'm gonna start C- as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next up we have a run Afoul. Single green mana for an instant. Target opponent sacrifices a creature with flying.
Like we don't even get a good plummet?
Not even a plummet.
Like, are you kidding me?
Not even a plummet. Are there even indestructible flyers in the set? I don't think so. So it's not even like...
Like,
to be fair, we have a lot of things that deal with flyers, but yeah, that's sad that this takes a common
This is a
slot.
sideboard card, but like this is atrocious.
Yeah, like they sack their 1/1 flyer or whatever. Like
right. Right. God forbid you get in with that 2/3 that you like.
Yeah. Why wasn't this one in Theros? Right.
Yeah. Okay. Again, I'm so baffled. Drowsing Pteranodon, 1 and a green for a 3/3 with defender, but as long as you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Drowsing Pteranodon can attack as though it didn't have defender.
Yeah. So this one's okay. This is one of the better ones. We've seen this style of card before, and they've usually been okay. Note that does not say another creature, so you can put on an aura, put on a fervor of the bitten or a dub, and it attacks on turn 3.
Shockingly, these arguments are not selling me on this card.
Yeah, they're not even selling me. So I mean,
I'm surprised to see so many folks in chat like this card. I think this is, if green had a 4-power creature on turn 3 at common, then I could start thinking about this card.
It's good with like I'm trying to think, how many things have we seen in, let's say, white that you can just straight up put a counter on something? Like, it's good with Basri's Acolyte, I suppose, right? But then
anything that has CMC 1, 2, or 3 is good with Basri's Acolyte.
The rest of your deck probably doesn't have a lot of 4-power creatures if you're green white. I think this card is fine. It's a C. It's gonna have places where you're gonna have to work for it a little bit, but it's gonna be decent, which is kind of a theme with green in the last few sets. You have to work for your green cards to be decent.
I don't know. I'm going C-. I think this
card
like
lower?
Is pretty bad.
All right.
I just don't get like what is. I guess I'm having a hard time figuring out what green is trying to do, and I think other than I guess maybe black green loves this as a good blocker. Keeping? Maybe blue green loves this if it's getting into the air, but the text makes me think, yo, you really want to put this in red green, and I think you really don't want this in red green.
I think it's fine there. I think especially like you can just test and training it. That's also kind of cool. I think there's enough things that make this decent. I'm not as high as Chad is on it, but I think I'm higher than you are by a little bit. I think just solid C for me.
Yeah. All right.
It also just gives you a little bit of time to like ramp out your bigger creatures or like just play your bigger creatures. So
Sure.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Return to Nature. This is 1 and a green for an instant. Choose one. Destroy an artifact, destroy an enchantment, or exile a target card from a graveyard. Yeah.
Sideboard.
Classic.
Not Doomblade like it was in Theros.
Yeah. It wasn't in Theros, but
It wasn't?
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait. Yes, it was.
No. I just mean like it wasn't Doomblade.
Oh, it wasn't Doomblade.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, what year is it? Okay. Cetessan Trainee. 1 and a green for an aura. Enchant creature you control. When it ETBs, you draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has trample.
This might be one of the better green commons too.
It's not. That does not bode well for green.
This card wasn't even that good in Theros, where we had some hero subtext and enchantment matters stuff. Like, it was fine. It was sort of a glue card, but like a tier 2 glue card, right? I don't know if it does the glue kind of thing that you wanted to do in this set. Like, there's just not even that many big creatures. The thing, like, the creatures are
Dreadmaw already has trample.
Yeah, the big creature already has trample. So like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm so confused.
I think it's fine. I'm gonna give this a C-, but
it says draw a card on it. It's hard for it to be bad. Like, but
all right. Next up, we have Snare Spinner. This is 1 and a green, coming from War once again. Reach 1/3. Whenever Snare Spinner blocks a creature with flying, Snare Spinner gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
Like, what?
I hate this card so much. I hate it in War, and it's just too defensive. Like, it's just not what you want to do.
Why does WotC hate green so much? This is bad.
Yeah, this is not good.
I kind of want to give it like a D or a sideboard.
I'm giving this a D, and I don't even feel bad about it. Like, I don't feel bad about giving this card a D.
Don't feel bad has been confirmed. All right.
And I usually feel bad for the cards. I really do, but not this one.
Yeah. Okay. Titanic Growth. 1 and a green for an instant. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn.
Yeah. Okay. It's fine. It's a trick. There's not that much trample in green naturally, aside from Dreadmaw, which is already massive.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
This feels like a D+ to me.
Big yikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Track Down. This is 1 and a green for a sorcery. Scry 3. Then reveal the top card of your library. If it is a creature card or a land card, draw a card. I'm kind of into this card.
So this is really interesting.
Yeah.
So it's definitely better than Adventurous Impulse. And
yes.
it also like has like the Scry 3 is actually really good, and the fact that it lets you draw a card, which is what blue green is trying to do in theory. This is good. I think this is a C.
Yeah, I think you're gonna want a copy of this in your green decks. Like, one of the other big problems with green is that like it just, on a base level has no card selection, right? So you just suffer from sometimes drawing your ramp creatures and sometimes drawing your big creatures, right? Mm-hmm. This solves that. If you don't have a land turn, that you have 3-drop, you don't have a land, you can find land. Late game finds a creature, so it's like perfectly solid. It's better than, like you said, the Scry 3 is a huge upgrade on Adventure Impulse. So yeah, I like this. See.
All right, well, we finally get to a good card here.
A very good card.
Land War Visionary, 2 and a green for a 2/2 and ETBs. Draw a card, tap to add green. So I think the key to this card is not thinking about this as a mana dork.
Yeah.
But about thinking about this like what's it called? The Phyrexian Rager with significant upside.
It's Primeval Titan.
It's Primeval Titan. It's Primeval Titan, sure.
Yeah. This card's like really, really good, and I don't think, like, I think it's good and people know it's good, but I think it's even better than that. Like, on its own, forget about the context of green, forget about the context, like, it does so much, and in the context of a green deck, like, the problem with Mana Elves, and I'm lower on Mana Elves than most people, but just they don't do a lot in late game, and when your ramp creature gets destroyed or removed, you get punished because you're left with nothing. You're left with a 1/3 or an 0/3. This is a real body, and it draws you a card, and it's a good card in late game. And the real thing you're ramping into is Dreadmaw, so you don't care really that much if it's 2 versus 3.
Mm-hmm. The only knock against it is that green is terrible.
Yeah,
like,
sure. Yeah,
this is a really good card in a color that is atrocious.
Yeah, maybe we're low on green, too low on green, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I would go at least C plus. It might
Whoa, I want to go like B on this card.
B.
Yeah. So are we talking about? I guess we should be talking about in the context of green, right? That's
Yeah. What else is there?
yeah. What else is there if not context? I still think I don't want to go lower than B minus.
I'll go B minus with you. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's like
All right.
the problem is like this is a pull into green, but this is not a payoff to be in green.
This is a pull in the green. Yeah, I agree. It's a pull in the green. I think it's a pull and a payoff. Like the card itself is powerful enough that if I have 3 Llanowar Visionaries in my blue-green or my red-green deck, I'm actually pretty happy.
Yeah.
Like it is just this. It's a weird case, and this isn't usually the case for green cards, but it's a weird case where this is just a good splash, not a splash, but like one of the few green cards in your otherwise non-green decks. Like it's just a great card.
Yeah. All right. So,
And yeah, I think you want a lot of them too. I think you would.
Yeah, you play as many as you.
Yeah.
You will not never cut these from a green deck.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Pride Malkin. This is 3 mana for a 2/1. When Pride Malkin enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and each creature you control with the +1/+1 counter has trample. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Can we just move on to another color? I don't.
It's great. It's fine. It makes your 3/3 attack. Your 3/3 defender.
All right, that's a curve. Now that's
Yeah.
a curve. That's some Nessie and Hornbeetle nonsense there.
Yeah. Oh, flashbacks. I think this is actually fine. I think this is. I don't want to knock this in too hard. I think this one's actually like totally reasonable. Totally a C.
You know what? Yeah, I'll have to go totally a C with you, Alex.
All right.
I can see why LR switches up what color they start with. 'Cause I feel like by the time I get to green, I'm just like, what the hell is this nonsense?
Yeah.
Okay. Truffle Snout. 3 mana, 2/2 boar. When it ETBs, put a +1/+1 counter on Truffle Snout, or you gain 4 life.
Your green-white life gain deck.
Green-black.
Green-black even.
Or it's Centaur Courser with +1/+1 counter synergies. This is actually probably going to be good.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's like,
This
again,
is a
just a C. Yeah. All right, next up, another good card. We have Hunter's Edge. We've got 3 and a green for a sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So it's Hunt the Weak, but better.
Yeah. Punch the Weak.
Punch the Weak. Yeah. So even in sets where Hunt the Weak wasn't great, it's still been fine. It's never been a bad card, right?
Yes.
There's some sets where what's it called? Prey Upon was like actively bad.
Mm-hmm.
Hunt the Weak, put in the counter usually makes up for that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And there's +1/+1 counter synergies in the set.
Yeah, it is actually very similar. Somebody pointed out in chat. It's very similar to Outmuscle with Adamant.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't win a combat all the time. Like you can't just send it in with impunity.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this card.
C plus.
B minus C plus. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think C plus for me.
All right.
Ornery Dilophosaur, 3 and a green for a 2/2 with Death Touch. I think that's one of the reasons that ran through was bad. Was there wasn't a Death Touch creature in green. So a Death Touch creature here I think does make Hunter's Edge good. And it says whenever it attacks, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Which is weird because that's a little tension. Like your Death Touch creatures usually want to be on defense.
Yeah, I think the idea is like they can always trade on defense when it comes down,
and then it's hard to single block this.
Yeah.
If it's a 4/4.
I like this card. It's actually fine. It's not exciting or anything, but it's again a solid C, I think.
Yeah, I'll go C. It's hard for a Death Touch creature to be bad. It's just like it's very hard to not just 1-for-1 with this.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next up we have Sabertooth Mauler. It's 3 and a green for a 3/3. The beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Sabertooth Mauler and untap it.
Dies, just going back a second here, folks. Dies to shock is just dies to Doomblade Light. It's not a good argument. That's still a 1-for-1. Yes, you're like losing tempo or whatever, but that's gonna happen. Just chill. Sometimes stuff doesn't die to shock, and then shock is dead in your opponent's hand. This card is again medium.
Aggressively so.
Aggressively medium. I mean, if it I don't know, comes down. It's not really that crazy to think of this as just a 4 mana 4/4.
Yeah, which is fine.
Has power 4 synergies, has +1/+1 counter synergies.
Combos with my 1-drop vampire.
How's that? Oh, God. Do you have to pay for that? No, right? It's just tap
No, just tap Zack, yeah.
That's not bad.
Sure. Do you want to go C or C- on this?
C.
I won't accept anything else.
Garrix Gorehorn. 4 and a green for a 7/3. Why? Dies to Scorching Dragonfire.
It's good. I mean, Pride Malkin sends it in for 7 points of trample.
What?
Really grasping at straws, but...
No, 8 points of trample, right?
Oh, 8 points of trample. No, yeah, sure.
That's the curve out dream, right? Play your 5-drop into your 3-drop. That's the curve out.
This is the kind of card you want in like a red deck or a black deck where you have a lot of removal, so you can just like get it through.
This card is terrible.
It's the Cyclops from
which was terrible.
All right, D. All right, next up we got Gnarled Sage. This is 3 green for a reach creature, 4/4. As long as you draw in 2 or more cards this turn, Gnarled Sage gets +0/+2 and has vigilance. So if you've drawn a card, it turns into a slightly better spider or archers or whatever you what do you want to call it. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, it's C again.
Another C.
Might be a little bit better in the picking in the ranks of green commons, just because I think it's like a little bit better than those other ones. But I just for a second, right? You play this, your opponent plays the 4/4 and the 5/5 in red. Like how sad are you?
You just think about what green is supposed to do.
How sad are you? Yeah.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused. This is like the one saving grace is Colossal Dreadmaw, and I don't think it can do it. This is 4 green for a 6/6 with trample.
Yeah. This is a good card. Like, don't get like so here's the thing. Now that we're at the end of the green commons, the best green commons are they actually do stand out quite a bit from like the rest of them. And like the rest of them are close to really bad or just like very aggressively medium. But the top commons are Llanowar Visionary, Hunter's Edge, and looks like Colossal Dreadmaw, right? Those are all quality cards, very quality cards, I'd say.
And they all play well together.
Yeah, so it might very well be the situation where, you know, once people get a whiff that green is not great, you might get hooked up with the good commons, right? So I'm not gonna write off green entirely. But yeah, just trying to do a little postmortem on the commons here. Yeah, man, yeah.
This feels like another. So, Llanowar Visionary is a reason to get into green. You think?
Yes, I think certainly.
Yeah. And I think I agree. I just feel like it's going to be like I hope I get more Llanowar Visionaries.
Yeah. To ramp into my other Llanowar Visionaries.
To be able to double spell with my Llanowar Visionaries. Yeah. All right. So C+ for Dreadmaw, which is...
Yeah, let's get C+ for Dreadmaw. And you know what? Like, the whole time to put aside our cognitive bias here, because we have been framing green as bad going in. And I don't think it's horrendous, but I do think it is a step above a step below the other colors, right? I think just like inherently what it's trying to do, it doesn't have a streamlined plan like a lot of the other colors do. A lot of it's like it's just got a bunch of junk in some of the common spots, like Life Goes On or Run Afoul, whereas like most of the commons, the other colors, there's just not that much junk. So we'll have to see.
Yeah. I feel like we're like. Wow, Beer's thinking that green is better than white. That seems.
Oh man, that's a hot take, Beers.
That's very. You got to check your smoke detector, buddy. That take is on fire.
Look, it's a hot take, but I have to respect Beers because his opinions are usually quite good.
Very true. All right. First uncommon here, Skyway Sniper, single green for a 1/2 with reach. You pay 2 and a green to deal 1 damage to target creature with flying.
I kind of actually like this card. This card is quite good. Like, if your opponent plays this, if you're like, you know, a flying deck, this is a sideboard card, first of all. Let me say that, right? You don't want to play this in your main. But this is a nightmare if your opponent is playing flyers. Like, unless they can kill you in like 2 turns, their board just gets mowed down.
It still feels like a sideboard card to me.
Yes, for sure. You're not maining it, but it's a very potent sideboard card.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So much flying hate, man. Like, there's so much flying hate in green. That's his thing. All right, next up we have Wildwood Scourge. This is X in the green. It says, well, is this yeah, it is. Wildwood Scourge enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on another non-Hydra creature you control, put a +1/+1 counter on Wildwood Scourge. Okay, it's an IV elemental.
Yeah, with synergies.
Yeah, kind of synergies, and it's fine. I mean, if you play this early, it can maybe start growing, and if you play it later, and I don't know. I like IV elemental is never exciting, right?
Yeah, this is
So
a C-.
C-. Yeah, I'd put it even at C-.
I loved this card back in the day. Query on Dryad, 1 and a green, 1/1. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, you put a +1/+1 counter on Query on Dryad.
So this card's good. This card's powerful. This card's very good. You have to put it in a mostly non-green deck, which is probably the place
probably
you
where
want
you
most
want
of
to
your
be
green.
anyway,
Yeah,
so.
most of your green cards, anyways.
Yeah,
card's very, like, used to be a rare for anybody not familiar with the card. I want to give this like a B- C+. It grows. Like
it's a pull into not being base green.
It's a pull into not green.
Yeah.
It just grows really quickly.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-drop, yeah.
And it's, obviously bad as a top deck, but a lot of 2-drops are bad top decks. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm on C+ here. I don't think this
cool
is that quite that good. This it makes me sad about this next card.
Cultivate, yeah. I've got Cultivate here. It says 2 and a green for sorcery. Search your library for up to 2 basic lands, reveal those cards, put one on the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand. Good card. I don't know how, like,
add in this set.
Yeah, I don't know how many multicolor rampy things are. There's no incentives for those, really.
None at all. So we haven't gotten them yet, but the multicolored cards, there's 1 in each color pair, and then there are 3 rares.
Right.
So there's really not an incentive to splash. Like,
unfortunately,
the most I could think of is like splashing maybe maybe you splash the blue-black reanimate card in your black-green deck or whatever.
Sure,
or
yeah.
Like you splash a black removal spell in your green-blue deck, but like it's just not gonna happen. I think 5-color shrines is a trap for someone saying that in chat. So I'm pretty off Cultivate. I think this is like a D.
Yeah, especially at uncommon. Like, if this were a common, you could reliably get 2 or 3 of them, and then, like, yeah, your multicolor deck where you're just grabbing removal spells from other colors and just like good rares you pick up. Sure, that can be a thing, but at uncommon, that's a big knock against it, right? Because you're just not reliably going to get 3 copies of the card. So
and there's no other than the, like, I think they're doing the tapped duels replacing lands in some number of packs thing that they've been doing. Right. But other than that, like, there's no Evolving Wilds, there's no Traveler's Amulet, like there's not an abundance of fixing to even make this feel like, well, I could get this plus some of the common fixing. I just think I don't think you're going to be splashing or doing more than 2 colors almost ever.
Yeah, I agree. So what do we want to give this a C?
No, I'm going D.
You're going D? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you don't want to play this card.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Fierce Empath is up next. 2 and a green for a 1/1. It says, when Fierce Empath enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a Colossal Dreadmaw, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library.
Literally just that, in like the blue fatties too that are in the sea monsters. This is good though.
I think this is actually quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can reliably have your Colossal Dreadmaw each turn on 6, that's really good. Mm-hmm. So I like this card. This is like a C+.
I think this is C+, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, next up we have Fungal Rebirth. This is 2 and a green for an instant, and it says return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand. If a creature died this turn, create 2 1/1 green sapling creature tokens. Hey, more friends for my 1/1 vampire.
Mm-hmm. This is a very Ethan card. I like this card a lot.
I like this card too. It's good value. Make a trade, get something back, make 2 1/1s. Yeah, this is actually super solid. Yeah. Even if you're just like, worst case scenario, the floor of an instant speed regrowth is pretty decent, right? And if in a way it kind of plays out like Pulse of Marasa if you're not beating down, because you're like, block, get something back. Those 1/1s will block and gain you 6 life over the course of the next few turns, right? Yeah. Something like that. So yeah, I like this card. C+.
I'm going B-, I think.
Sure.
I think this is something worth doing.
Sure.
Garrix Uprising, 2 and a green for an enchantment. When it ETBs, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures you control have trample, and whenever a creature with power 4 or greater ETBs under your control, draw a card.
Yeah.
I really liked y'all's discussion on the podcast this week. I think I was underrating the trample to all creatures effect that this has. Again, I think the knock against this is that Dreadmaw already has trample. But like this works out, I think, a lot better than. This is better than Furious Rise. Yes, this is a better,
I think so.
Better
Yeah,
version of this card.
I think it is better than Furious Rise. I mean, like as we were going through the green commons and as we were going through, I can't remember what other color, it might have been red, but I was just thinking, man, this would be good with trample. This would be good with trample.
Yeah.
And so I think this does have a niche that like it fills enough roles that this is a version of the card that I'm like kind of willing to play this. Right? I think it is better than normal cards of this ilk because it does something else other than just sit around and draw your cards. Like actually helps you contribute those cards you've drawn into closing out the game, right? Or if you just top deck it might do something, right?
Right. The key to this card, folks asking how much better is this than Divination? The key to this card is trample. Is that like ideally it's going to replace itself and then it's all upside from there because it's giving your large monsters trample and it's cantripping for all of the large monsters that you cast.
It is still build aroundy, right?
Yes, but I think this is a reason to do.
Yeah,
if there's a reason to do red green 4 power. It's this.
There's build arounds that are worth it, and then there's build arounds that just like, why are you even trying for this? And I think this is a worth it one. Yeah. Right. So I want to start this at C+.
Yes, I do. Build around.
And
I think sounds good.
I think that's taken a lot of courage from me. You know, like saying that this kind of card is playable, but yeah. All right, next up we have Invigorating Surge. So this is 2 and a green for an instant. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then double the number of +1/+1 encounters on that creature.
So at the base, it's a combat trick.
It's like a invocation, right? The aura, that like flash aura that sticks the oh, is it +2/+2 flash from Theros?
Oh yeah.
Or last course that I guess. So this is good. Like anytime you have a combat trick that sticks around after. Like, that's powerful. I like this card. And then, you know, sometimes you double and get +3/+3 or whatever, or +4. I guess you can't ever get +3, but yeah, you get +4.
So, but it's still a 3-mana
combat trick. Yeah, so it's a C. Yeah, I like this as a C.
Story of Green's life here. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest. 2 and a green for a legendary enchantment shrine. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add X mana of any one color where X is the number of shrines you control.
This is just a plant for the constructed deck with 5 shrines. Like it's not. Yeah, it's not. You don't want this card.
Yeah, F here.
Not even in combos with other cards. I don't think. And maybe by the end of the format we'll be like, oh, but look, this one place. But
we have this is a good green card right here. We actually have a good green card.
Yeah, this one's actually good. So this is Thrashing Brontodon. This is 1 green, 3/4. So above rate, pay 1, sacrifice Thrashing Brontodon, destroy her artifact or enchantment. Hello. Yeah, this one's good. I love this card.
This is a B.
Yeah, this is a solid B. And I mean, probably a draw-ish into green, but I don't know. It's tough. Like
it's a tough ask.
When your color is bad on well, the rest of the cards in your color are bad. The thing that pulls you in has to be much better than our normal pull, right? So even though we're giving this a B, it's not so much a pull as it would be a B in another color, right? You have to kind of weigh that kind of stuff.
I agree.
It's tricky.
Yeah, it's tough because I'm looking at Llanowar Visionary, Fungal Rebirth, and Thrashing Brontodon as the best rated green cards so far, and
Korean Dryad,
it's making me feel like I really want to just hard avoid green for the first few weeks. All right, Burlfist Oak, 2 GG for a 2/3. Whenever you draw a card, Burlfist Oak gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
This is solid. Attacks as a 4/5, no matter what.
You just can't. Is it too much to just give green a 4-mana 4/5?
Well, you can make it bigger with your ops, right? You can just. I think this card's good. I think it's gonna be scary.
It's Prickly Marmoset, right?
Yeah, it's Prickly. Exactly, it's Prickly Marmoset, and the
in the blue-green deck.
The Lore Scale Quaddle is Flourishing Fox, right?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good. It's like a C+, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, next up here we have Canopy Stalker. So this is 3 and green for a 4/2. Canopy Stalker must be blocked to be able. When Canopy Stalker dies, gain 1 life for each creature that died this turn. This is Gaia's Protector from Dom.
Oh god, that card was so... Wait. Oh, it just has to be blocked. It doesn't have to be blocked by everything. This card is terrible.
No. Is there a first strike granter that we've been through?
Sure strike.
Sure strike, okay.
Wow, just build your own 1-for-1. Dub. Dub, repeatable.
Dub, we have Dub. Dub is kind of cool. Dub will get some people.
Magic is now a 4-color game.
Yeah.
This is like a D plus.
It's a 4/2 still.
That's terrible.
Couldn't they made us gain 2 life or something? I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
This is wild. All right, last card here. Wow. Warden of the Woods. 4 green for a 5/7 Vigi. When it becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw 2 cards.
This is good, but I think you just want Dreadmaw if you can take
crazy?
it. Like, I think that
maybe in blue-green you want this, but I don't think so.
Sure. Like, you'll take this card. It's fine. But I think given the choice between first Dreadmaw and this, I'm taking... I mean, Vigilance 5/7's giant. This is interesting. Yeah, it's
probably... You're taking this over Dreadmaw. It's still a C+, I think.
Yeah, it's still C+, but you probably take the first... Just because yeah. Ooh, Ben's is way better than Dreadmaw. Way better than Dreadmaw has been called. Okay.
I don't agree. It's better. I don't think it's way better, and I don't think it's a pull into green.
You know what? I think... Okay, you know what? I'm thinking about this card more, to be honest. And I swear, it's not just because Ben said he liked it. I think it is better than Dreadmaw. I don't think it's, like, tons better, but I think just the times when you, like, play it and you have a combat trick, like, they have to block it, or else they take 5, or they chump, and then this is still, like... They're not gonna want to chump because this is still gonna be a blocker. So like they want to keep their creatures around, so they're gonna have to trade. Sometimes you have like a trick, it's a real blowout, and then the removal spell, it's really good. I actually think this is probably like still a C plus B minus, but I do like it firmly better than Dreadmaw.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's better than Dreadmaw, but not markedly, and I don't think it's a pull into green.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe we're going to get a lot of pushback. Maybe we're going to have to eat our words here. But folks saying green doesn't seem that bad to them is weird to me because I'm not seeing any reason to be green.
Yeah, that's the thing. The thing besides Visionary or was Llanowar, whatever.
Llanowar Visionary.
Yeah. That's like nothing too exciting, I suppose.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the rares here. Primal Might is X and a green for a sorcery. Target creature you control gets +X/+X until end of turn. Then it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. There's a pull into green.
Humph. Yeah, so it's Prey Upon plus.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. Very solid. Probably B minus, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You know, like B, just for the fact that it can be like
just win you the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it doesn't win you the game. It doesn't give trample. I think B minus is fine.
Okay, I like it. All right. Next up here, we have Heroic Intervention. So this is 1 and a green for an instant permanent control, gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Sure.
This is keep safe. I mean, this has blowout potential as like a thwart the enemy variant / a keep safe.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like a split card, right? Like in the sense that like it helps in combat, and sometimes. Yeah, like you say, you can just blow out your entire block, but that doesn't happen all that often.
No.
It's just like a C. It's fine, right? It's better than your average trick, I would say.
Yes.
But nothing more than that.
I think it's probably a C plus.
Sure, yeah. I'm willing to give it a C+.
It's very flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Jolreel Mwanvuli Recluse. 1 and a green for a 1/2. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2. Green cat creature token. And you can pay 4 GG until end of turn. Creatures you control have base power and toughness XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. What?
Yeah, wow. This is a payoff. Holy crap.
I mean,
so
how many cards are you gonna have in your hand when you get to 6 mana?
Not a ton, but if you're
you can make all your 2/2s have base power and toughness 2/2.
you could activate this to sacrifice your whole board if you have no cards in hand.
That's true.
This is just good. Like, you know, you're gonna want to pair it
ignoring
with
the second. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to like do the weird vanilla test thing where like Ignoring the second part of the text, the first part is amazing.
Yes. Like even with like just crash through the torn voice, even like green red, it's fine.
Yeah, and your visionaries.
Oh yeah, yeah, even visionary. Yeah, this is an A, right? Like this is your opponent has to kill this.
Yeah, I think I'm going B plus. I still don't think this is quite a bomb, but I think it's good.
All right, next one, Scavenging Ooze, 1 and a green for a 2/2. Single green mana, exile target card from a grave. If that card was a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on Scavenging Ooze, and you gain 1 life. Super solid. This card is
great,
quite good. Yeah, it's like never. It's not like a bomb, but it's just the most rock solid creature you can imagine. It's like a B, just like super, maybe even B plus territory, because it gets you back. Like if you draw this later, it's great. It gets you back from behind a little bit, gains you some life, makes a giant creature, and it's just good on 2 because makes trades hard for your opponent. I like it. I can see B plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with B.
Sure.
What's this? Zeusa Lost But Seeking. 2 and a green for a 1/2. You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. No.
Yeah, this is a nah. This is a nah for me, dog.
A big no. D minus.
Sure.
It has power and toughness. It's not unplayable, but
yeah,
basically unplayable.
All right, next up we have Feline Sovereign. So this is 2 and a green for a 2/3. Other cats you control get +1/+1 and have protection from dogs. When one or more cats you control deals combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment that player controls.
If you could have named a theme I would have cared about less, I don't think you could have, than cats and dogs. Sure. I don't know the stats on like how many cats there are.
We do a quick cat count.
Yeah, cat stats of cats here.
Cat stats. Yeah. I mean, even still, this is just like not the best lord in the world, right? Oh. There's not too many dogs. +1/+1's fine, but
you loved blowing up stuff with Gem Razor, and now you can blow up so much stuff. Yeah, this just doesn't matter.
It's like a C. C plus maybe.
Sure, C.
Yeah.
6 cats in the set. This is.
Oh wow! Never mind.
This is like so bad. Okay.
Yeah, this is when it deals damage. It's like the Kogla, right? And it's not even the Kogla. It has to deal damage. So. Yeah, whatever.
Mini Kogla. These comparisons are just crushing it. Garrix Harbinger, 1 GG for a 4/3 hexproof from black. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may reveal a creature card or Garrix planeswalker card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Yeah, this is wow.
This one could use some trample too.
Right, but it's just very keyword big.
Yeah, it's very scary. It's very scary to have your opponent play this on the play, right? Can't be grasped, which is nice. Can be dragonfired, but yeah, whatever.
I think this is a solid B, maybe
solid
B plus.
Yeah, solid B. I don't know. I think I'd go B minus ish. I think it's good, but not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you get a hidden, it's gonna be good.
Okay.
All right, next up here we have Spore Web's Weaver. This is 2 and a green for a 1/4 creature with reach and hexproof from blue. Whenever Spore Web Weaver is dealt damage, you gain 1 life and create a 1/1 Saproling token. Cool.
Sure.
Yeah, this is good. So it basically means your opponent's three power creatures can't attack, or if they do, they need a trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's solid play. I wish this was an uncommon. Obviously, take the hexproof from blue off, and I think it'd make a great uncommon. You know what I mean? It's fine, it's good, but I'm just not loving it. This is like a C plus, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think again, not a pull into blue, but solid stats for sure.
Well, especially because it's green.
Yeah. All right, Garrix Unleashed. GG for a 4 loyalty walker. +1, up to 1 target creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end of turn. -2, make a 3/3 green beast creature token. Then if an opponent controls more creatures than you, put a loyalty counter on Garrix.
Okay.
-7, you get an emblem with at the beginning of your end step. You may search your library for a creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library.
Okay, good Garrix. Yeah, it's powerful. It's really good. I like this one. So on the scale of good to absurd, I think it's somewhere in the middle. I think it's
think it's
good
a B.
plus.
B plus probably.
B plus. Yeah, I'd give this a B plus. This is
the best of the. No, Chandra's better than this. But this is the second best.
Yeah.
Or sorry, and Teferi. Never mind. This is
sure.
This is highly medium.
Okay. All right, and we have this one, the Elder Gargoth. This is 3 green for a 6/6 vigilance, reach, trample. Whenever Elder Gargoth attacks or blocks, choose one. Make a 3/3. You gain 3 life, or you draw a card. I just think it's so funny that the set they brought Baneslayer back. They print this card as well.
That's so true. Yeah.
A plus, right? It blocks. It has reach.
You attack. You protect.
Yeah. You attack. You protect. Draws you cards.
So this is the reason. So every time you see your opponent play a forest, you assume that they have Elder Gargoth in their deck.
But it also dies to Doomblade, so I don't know about that.
That's true. It does die to Doomblade. Dies to shock plus turn to shock. All right, that's going to do it for green.